G'day folks, this is Sim. Welcome back to 7 Days to Die, done from down under. And welcome back to Navezgane County, Arizona. We're playing Alpha 12. There's been a few patches, so most of the early issues hopefully have been dealt with. I've been waiting for a while to get back into 7 Days, and I'm hoping that things go smoothly and we don't have any major issues. We're in Navezgane because one of the things that the Alpha 12 patch brought was some new random terrain gen, and it's still in progress, so at the moment it ain't that crash hot. It looks great, but it's missing some critical things like rivers and streams. So the other thing is that we're probably going to lose the world when they make changes to it, so it makes sense, I think, to play this time around in Navezgane. So we're going to start off with the usual stuff, and the first thing that we're going to do is make ourselves up a stone axe. However, if we have a look at this, we have a new right-click crafting menu, and we can go straight into here and pick craft and bang, and there we go. So we've got our stone axe. We've got our normal starting gear, of course, a little bit of food, a bandage and a torch, and that's about it. Now, another major change: trees. Just give me a moment to chop this down. It's going to take about a third of this stone axe to get through it, but the durability on these things is a lot better than it used to be, so that's definitely a bonus. Alpha 12 is looking interesting. It looks like they've sorted out a few kinks, but it also looks like they've introduced a few new ones, and they've also gone and done that. Now those trees have physics, which means that if I'm standing behind that or a zombie standing behind that, then I'm going to wear it. Alright, let's just run down here very quickly. We've got a small buffer around us where zombies aren't spawning, but that won't be very far. And I just want to get down into here quickly and check this other car, because cars generally have good loot in them. Okay, spare stone axe, I suppose won't go astray. Those other bits and pieces are parts for a mini bike, which is one of the big additions to the game. Alright, so I'm going to need to get some basic gear together before we start moving. And before I do that, I suppose an apology is in order. It's been a long time now since I've uploaded any content on my channel. There are good reasons for it. Well, as good as can be expected, I suppose. If you give me a little bit of time to get settled, because this is a survival game and it's going to be rough at the beginning, then maybe we'll take some time and have a chat about what's been going on, and that way I can give you guys a bit of an explanation. As it stands, I'm just going to pause things here, recording wise, and I'm going to jump out and grab a few bits and pieces so you don't have to put up with me running around grabbing things randomly, and then we'll be back and we'll start moving out. See you very shortly. Okay, it's time to get moving. I got a bunch of supplies. Zombies are starting to crawl around here, so I definitely need to get out of this place. So let's head down this way and see if we pick the right direction. A little bit concerned about the smoke. Yeah, okay. That is either burnt forest or radiation zone. I'm not sure which. Let's just have a quick look. No, okay, it's not radiation, so it's burnt forest. Alright, so let's have a quick look, see if there's anything here. Okay, not doing real well with food at the moment. Okay, we've got to be careful. Those ember piles, they will set us on fire. And we really don't want to be dealing with that. So, essentials. First things first. I grabbed a ton of cotton. Split stacks, you can do some with the right click. You can also shift right click as well. So we're going to craft up a whole bunch of paper, keeping our ears open. Paper? What am I talking about? Cloth. Now, craft timers are set to the fastest they can possibly be for YouTube. And you can see I just leveled up here. Leveling up increases my skill, and as I level, I also find better quality gear, as well as being able to make better quality gear. Now, the next thing that we need to worry about, I grabbed a ton of logs, and I'm going to craft all of these up. And again, it's going to take some time, so we'll keep moving because we don't have much time left. You can see, feathers. Need every feather we can find. See this fella here? That's one of the burnt zombies. They've had a little bit of a makeover. Pretty scary stuff. Won't say no to that. Oh, crikey. Blasted tree. That's going to be problematic. Wanted to get in there and get some water, but it's not worth taking a hit, so we're just going to keep moving because the burnt ones are pretty fast. Now, you'll see these pathways. They will normally lead off to some form of building. There's a car over there that I want to get into. Let's just check. Okay, so that's all done. The next thing that I want to do... Oh, come on, don't be cheeky. I need a bunch of sticks. Okay, now it's getting late, but daylight, for some reason the default in 12 they don't start running until midnight, and I've changed that, so about 9 o'clock tonight is when things are going to get really scary. For now though, as long as we don't have any dogs, we shouldn't be too bad. We need a couple of essentials to get us started. We can't rely on an axe as a weapon because they're rubbish. When it comes to doing damage to mobs, they are pretty horrid. So we want at least a basic wooden club. And the other thing that we want badly is a bow. And that's going to be... It's still dodgy as all... Well, I won't say it. When it comes to clicking. So that's going to give us a bow. Still can't hear anything close by, but it's getting dark fast. Whoops, and I'm hitting the wrong buttons. And last but not least, we need some arrows, which should be stones and feathers, but I can't remember the... no, we got that right. And I'll split that stack, because I might need some stones. We'll craft up 45, and we'll hit this car down here. And in fact, there's another car ahead as well. I'm tempted to get up onto the roof of one of these buildings for the night. Oh! Oh, you rotten little crawler. Just as I'd finished, okay, not worth it. I'm so lucky I didn't get stunned, or broken leg, infested, or some other horror. Okay, I could probably use that for scrap. Now over here could be something good. What I might do is draw them all. Oh, that stump is actually empty. There's nothing in it. If we can draw them over this way a bit, while we just loot these burnt out shells. If we're lucky, oh, food, great, take that. Trash pile, yep, don't need the bones, sticks are just fine when it comes to making. Okay, I hear someone, where are ya? This place is scary as. Oh! And yeah, and running face first into one of those definitely doesn't help. Oh man, look at this. There's too many of them. I need to make shelter and I need to do it, but I can't do it here. Let's see if we can find something or somewhere. We're out of the burnt zone from the looks of things. That actually makes me feel a little bit better. Looks like we're heading into desert though. Oop. Eskies often have food in them. They're definitely worth checking out. Not this time. That's a dog. Okay, now we have to sprint. Okay, it lost track of us. Great. One consolation, dogs don't chase you forever these days. So you can. Now 21. Alright, so that's... Okay, they're going to start running any time now. I need to find shelter. Even if it's only rough and ready. So let's grab this back. And we want to make up wood frames, a lot of them. In fact, we should be able to, come on, forgotten the key to make everyone. That should do. Okay, let's move while they're crafting, and let's get down low while we're undetected. And let's just see if we can find somewhere to hole up for the night. Game time is set for 30 minutes, which means it's probably going to be about 20 minutes of day and about 10 minutes of night. So, and that noise, oh, potato seed. That noise is the sound of, ooh, and I've done it again. That noise is the warning that says things are about to get really bad. It means they're about to start running. So what I need to do is get these frames down fast, and having that tire there is not helping my cause, and I don't think that's breakable. And I've got to stop hitting escape. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can break that. Great. I definitely want a roof. Don't want any light at this point in time. Now hopefully I've got enough wood. Now I know it's pitch black, I'm sorry. I'll put a torch down as soon as I get cover so I can't be seen. I need to break line of sight while I'm still undetected. One more over there, and there. We'll break this window, shove that in there, and let's get this torch down. Let me place it. Come on, let me place it. Thank you. Alright. Okay. Oop. Okay, and yep, let's seal that one up as well. Now, as long as we're quiet, as long as we're careful, we hopefully won't attract any attention. But it does mean sitting out here and doing not much of anything. So what I'll do is I'll take a little opportunity here just to talk a little bit about 7 days. Alright, so I've been wanting to get back in and record for a while, and the first issue I had was Alpha 12 came out. First release of any major update is likely to have issues, so I waited. There's been 3 or 4 patches now, I can't remember off the top of my head, and they've addressed most of the issues, but there's one issue that I've been having with the game which has really thrown me off, and that's been the brightness. One of the other major changes to 7 Days has been the introduction of weather effects. Storms, rain, overcast, wind, snow, blizzards, all sorts of things. And one of the issues is that when it clouds up, it gets dark. And I normally play the game in a window so I can keep my eye on other things at the same time. But unfortunately, when I play it in Windows mode, there are no brightness settings in 7 Days, and there's no way to access the gamma as far as I'm aware of. So what I've essentially had to do is switch to full screen and bump up the brightness of my monitor, which means that the video itself might actually be a little washed out, and I do apologize for that, but I'd rather that you guys can see what's going on. So as it stands, I'm going to be stuck here. Let's have a quick look at what we've got. Make sure we don't make too much noise. Okay, so we've got air filters, radiators of brass, empty tin cans. We've got 7 glass jars, so we've got enough to get some water going. We're going to have to deal with this cloth. Is there any other metal that I'm missing? Yeah, candy tins. Why is it saying 2 no matter what? Oh no, it's definitely counting those, but it doesn't count the candy tin. Alright. We're keeping the iron pipe. Parts for the mini bike. Well, don't like our chances, but we may as well hold on to them. Probably don't need that chair. Pine seed may or may not be useful. Okay, alright, so here we go. So let's just scrap this down to save a little bit of space. And the other thing that we need to have a look at doing is we're going to make ourselves up a sleeping bag. Check that we're still undetected. So far so good, but I can hear them around. Wandering hordes are definitely a thing, so if 1 zeroes in on me, this could get a little scary. Okay, so we've got a sleeping bag, so what we're going to do now is set spawn. Not that this is where I really want to be coming back to, but it's pretty much all we've got, so and which way are you going to sit? That should be... Always bothered me the way this thing displays. It never properly shows how it actually is going to sit. Let's try that. That's the way. That's what we want. Okay, so now we've got spawn set. If we have a look at the map. Okay, we've started up here, and there's a little home symbol here, so if we do die, we'll at least be coming back here. We're not just going to be spawning at random. And the other thing that we want to have a look at is clothing. Now, I can make cloth boots and cloth chest armor. I'm hoping I'm going to have enough for the full set, but I won't complain if I don't. At least I've got what I can. That's the reason I grabbed all of the cotton at the beginning. Okay, where'd it go? There it is. Okay, gloves. I think we might just get away with this. I think I got enough. So I had 63 to start. Can definitely hear stuff moving outside. I want the leg armor. Oh, have we got enough? We're short. Okay. Alright, gonna need a little bit more. Can we make the pants? I do have enough fiber for that. It's going to take everything that I've got. Alright, now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we need 12. I came up one short. How's that for luck? Alright, let's have a look at our girl. How's she doing? Okay, not too shabby. Let's get some gear on her. Now you can put stuff on just by right clicking and wear, or drag and drop. Put her jeans on. Looking good. Now we still need shirts and other things, but there we go. At least we've got a little bit of protection now. It's not much, but it's better than a smack in the face with a dead fish. Alright, so the sun's going to be coming up shortly, so I think it's going to be time to call it an episode, and I will meet up with you guys in the morning for the next one. Thanks for joining me again. My apologies for the delays. We will talk about it, but for now, look forward to seeing you next time, and take care of each other, everybody. Ciao for now.